On a cold Sunday afternoon in November 1970, a man and his two young daughters were hiking in a remote valley near Bergen, Norway, a place locals called Isdalen, the Ice Valley, and, more ominously, Death Valley. They smelled smoke. One of the girls stepped ahead, looked between the rocks, and froze. Lying on the ground was the burned body of a woman. Police rushed to the scene. The woman was on her back among blackened stones, her arms curled up in front of her chest as if she'd tried to shield herself from the flames. Her face was so badly burned she couldn't be recognized. Scattered around her were strange clues: a broken bottle of liqueur, melted plastic water bottles, a burned fur hat that smelled of gasoline, and pieces of clothing with every label carefully cut out. The autopsy only made the mystery deeper. The woman was between 25 and 40 years old. In her blood and stomach, doctors found a huge dose of sleeping pills mixed with alcohol. There was soot in her lungs, meaning she was still alive as the fire burned. Officially, the cause of death was a mix of carbon monoxide poisoning and a barbiturate overdose. But who was she? And why had someone tried so hard to erase her identity? 3 days later, investigators searching Bergen railway station found 2 unclaimed suitcases. Swapped inside were wigs, makeup, foreign coins, a pair of glasses with the woman's fingerprints, and more clothes with the tags removed. There was also a small notebook filled with what looked like code, columns of letters and numbers. Police cracked it. It wasn't a spy cipher, at least not obviously. It was a travel log. The mystery woman had been moving around Europe for months. Oslo, Trondheim, Stavanger, Paris. Different cities, under different names. Hotels confirmed it. She had checked in at least 8 times using false identities and claiming to be from Belgium. Sometimes she spoke German, sometimes French, sometimes broken English. Staff remembered that she kept to herself, always seemed on guard, and that she often wore wigs. In the middle of the Cold War, rumors exploded. Some investigators became convinced she was a spy, watching secret military tests along the Norwegian coast. Others thought she might be involved in smuggling or other organized crime. A few believed she was simply a deeply private woman, running from something, or someone, in her past. Norwegian police eventually closed the case as a likely suicide, but the evidence refuses to sit quietly. Why the fake passports? Why the coded notebook, the wigs, the cutout labels, and a lonely death in a hidden valley? More than 50 years later, no family has ever come forward. Modern DNA tests suggest she may have come from somewhere around Central Europe, but her real name is still unknown. Today, the Isdal woman lies in an unmarked grave in Bergen, her body preserved in case she is ever identified. Until that day, she remains what she has always been, a ghost of the Cold War, and one of Europe's strangest unsolved mysteries.